For months, fans have been whispering the same question. When will Marvel finally reveal the next chapter? Tonight, that whisper just turned into thunder. An internal Marvel memo leaked, hinting that the trailer for Avengers Doomsday might be closer than anyone expected. Not in a few months, not even in a few weeks, but possibly within days. And if this rumor is true, Marvel may be preparing to unleash something they've been hiding for a very long time. A surprise reveal during their upcoming closed-door screening event, followed by a rapid global launch right after. Everything we thought we knew about Marvel's timeline may be shattered, rewritten, and rebuilt. And the countdown might already be ticking. Welcome back to Everything Wonder. Today's video dives into the leaks, the insider chatter, and the sudden shift inside Marvel Studios that has the entire fandom holding its breath. If you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe because on this channel, we break down every theory, update, and hidden clue from across the MCU. All right, let's enter the multiverse. Over the past 2 weeks, something unusual has been happening behind the scenes at Marvel Studios. Employees who usually stay silent have suddenly gone quiet in a different way, like they're avoiding saying the wrong thing. Production assistants, marketing interns, and VFX artists have been tiptoeing around any conversation involving the words event, special showcase, or doomsday. When Marvel employees stop talking, that's when something big is brewing. The biggest hint came from an internal scheduling update that briefly appeared on a back-end dashboard used by Marvel's marketing teams. It mentioned something called Phase Nexus Week. Normally, this would look like a routine planning phrase, but this time the description under it raised eyebrows. It mentioned a restricted screening, strictly invite-only, with high-level executives and a handful of external partners allowed inside. The description also noted that visual assets must remain secure until announcement window.
Visual assets. That's the key phrase. Marvel only uses that wording when they're referring to something major. Concept trailers, first-look footage, a teaser that needs to be protected before going public. If that line wasn't already suspicious, the timing made it even more interesting. Marvel usually hosts these private screenings right before they release a trailer globally. It's a pattern they followed since Civil War. They show the trailer to an internal group first, gather reactions, fine-tune the final touches, and then drop it online. The fact that this event lines up with the rumored marketing timeline for Avengers Doomsday is not a coincidence. But that's not all. People close to the studio claim that Marvel has been reworking their trailer release structure entirely. Instead of scheduling a reveal months in advance like they used to, Marvel has been experimenting with shock drops, sudden trailer releases without heavy buildup. It's the same strategy that worked for their Disney Plus series during the early pandemic. Fans wake up, open YouTube, and bam, a world-shaking teaser is waiting.
One insider described this as Marvel's attempt to restore the magic of those moments where the internet collectively freezes, like when the Avengers Infinity War trailer dropped and the world stopped for a few minutes. Marvel knows those reactions are priceless, and according to sources familiar with the current plan, they want Avengers Doomsday to recreate that feeling. Now, let's talk about the memo itself. The source claims the memo references a very specific window, one that aligns with a weekend studio insiders have been eyeing for months. That weekend features a high-profile industry gathering where studios occasionally bring exclusive footage behind closed doors. But this year, Marvel has reportedly reserved a longer slot than usual, a slot that insiders say is too long for regular presentation and exactly the length of time needed to show a full trailer plus additional previews. This is important because Marvel almost never takes extended time unless they're showing something massive. Think about it. When they revealed Phase 4, that was the type of moment needing a longer segment. But for this event, the secrecy has been dramatically increased. Attendees have to surrender their phones, sign stricter NDAs, and stay in the screening room until the lights turn back on. That level of lockdown only happens when Marvel is preparing to show something that could leak and explode online within seconds.
Now let's add another piece to this puzzle. Over the past few days, multiple actors connected to the film have been unusually active online. Not posting anything obvious, but liking comments about Doomsday, responding with emojis, or suddenly following other cast members from the same project. This is a classic pre-announcement pattern. Actors don't post spoilers, but they start nudging fans in the right direction. Even the official Marvel Studios account quietly updated its banner image, something they often do right before major releases. It's subtle, but longtime fans know these small digital movements are never accidental. And then there's the music leak. A small audio snippet labeled Doomsday Theme Premix appeared online for just 10 minutes before being taken down. People who heard it described it as darker, heavier, and more emotional than anything we've heard since Infinity War. If that audio was real, it means the score is already being finalized, which usually happens right before a trailer drop. Now let's talk about why Marvel might be rushing this. The studio's been under pressure for the past year because of delays, rewrites, and shifting schedules. Dropping a massive trailer now could reset the narrative. It would remind fans that Marvel is still capable of delivering something huge, something universe-shaking, something cinematic.
Avengers Doomsday is not just another movie. It's the culmination of story threads planted across Loki, Multiverse of Madness, Quantumania, and No Way Home. It's the glue that ties the timelines together. Marvel knows fans are waiting for that payoff, and they're aware that excitement around the multiverse storyline needs a major spark. A trailer could be that spark. If the leak is correct, here's what likely happens. Marvel screens the trailer at their private event, reactions explode on social media, and within hours, the official trailer drops online. Fans go wild. Breakdown channels like yours light up. The hype resets. And Marvel begins the marketing machine for what could become their most ambitious project since Endgame. Now, obviously, we have to take all leaks with caution, but this one feels different. Too many signs are lining up at the same time, too many internal movements, too much sudden silence from normally chatty employees. Marvel is hiding something big, and the world might only be a few days away from seeing it.
If Marvel really is preparing to drop this trailer, then the entire MCU is about to shift gears. And as always, I'll be here to break it all down the moment it drops. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you subscribe to Everything Wonder for more breakdowns, theories, and updates from across the multiverse. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.